We're counting down the top 5 worst and the top 5 best celebrity appearances in pro wrestling history. And when it comes to the best, I have a couple of surprises in there. Kicking off our worst list at number 5, we have a tie between rapper Master P and the legendary rock band Kiss. Both appeared in WCW during the late 90s. Master P was supposed to bring his no-limit soldiers energy to wrestling, but fans were just not buying it. The segments felt forced, and this group's storyline didn't really resonate. Not to mention the fans started cheering for their rivals, the West Texas Rednecks. Some said that this was racism, but unlike the no-limit soldiers, the West Texas Rednecks was filled with talent. Needless to say, the story did not fare well. And then there was Kiss. Now don't get me wrong, I love some good rock music, but Kiss's performance in WCW was more confusing than exciting. They introduced the Kiss Demon, a wrestler who, well, let's just say he didn't exactly become a fan favorite. These appearances were more about cross-promotion than actually entertaining the wrestling crowd. Coming in on our worst list at number 4, we have none other than Donald Trump. His involvement in the WWE culminated in the Battle of the Billionaires at WrestleMania 23. Trump faced off against Vince McMahon, with each billionaire picking a wrestler to fight on their behalf. The loser had to shave their head. While the match itself wasn't terrible, Trump's awkward in-ring presence and over-the-top storyline were just too much. And let's not forget the infamous moment where Trump tackled Vince McMahon. It was all spectacle, but it didn't quite hit the mark with fans. It exposed the business in every wrong way. Sliding into the number 3 spot on the worst list is late night talk show host Jay Leno. Yes, you heard that right. Jay Leno teamed up with Diamond Dallas Page to take on Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff at WCW's Road Wild in 1998. Leno, who isn't exactly known for his athletic prowess, looked out of place in the ring. While it was amusing to see him throw a few punches, the match felt more like a comedy skit than a wrestling bout. It was entertaining for the wrong reasons and left many fans scratching their heads. At number 2 on the worst list, we have a true head scratcher, actor David Arquette. In a move that still baffles wrestling fans to this day, Arquette won the WCW World Heavyweight Championship in 2000. Yes, the star of Scream was the top champion in a major wrestling promotion. The decision was part of a promotional stunt for the movie Ready to Rumble, but it backfired. Fans were outraged, and it's often cited as one of the reasons for WCW's decline. Arquette himself has expressed regret over the whole thing, recognizing it as a low point in wrestling history. Many years later, Arquette would properly train and make a difference in the indies. For that reason alone, we can forgive Arquette, but we cannot forgive WCW. And finally, the number 1 worst celebrity appearance in professional wrestling goes to NFL legend Lawrence Taylor. Taylor headlined WrestleMania 11 in 1995, facing off against Bam Bam Bigelow. Credit where it's due, Taylor gave it his all, but despite his best efforts, it was clear that LT was out of his element, and while he managed to secure a win, the whole thing felt like a misstep for WWE. The event is often remembered for all the wrong reasons, cementing Taylor's presence at the top of our list. The reason I hate it the most is that it featured a serious wrestler in Bam Bam Bigelow having the job to a football player in his first match on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. In the main event, no less. It made wrestling look bad and did nothing for the industry aside from gaining some brief publicity. The sacrifice of Bigelow was not worth it. Now we are going to move on to our top 5 celebrity appearances. Kicking off our list at number 5, we have NFL legend William Refrigerator Perry. Known for his imposing presence on the football field, Perry brought his larger-than-life persona to WWE. He participated in the 1986 WrestleMania 2 Battle Royal, going head-to-head with some of the biggest names in wrestling and football. Perry's involvement was a huge draw, and he didn't disappoint. He even eliminated Big John Studd, showing that he could hold his own in the squared circle. He made an honorable appearance despite little training and stole the show despite not winning. Perry's appearance helped bridge the gap between sports and entertainment, making it a memorable moment in wrestling history. Coming in at number 4 is former NFL punter and current sports analyst Pat McAfee. McAfee made waves in NXT with his unexpected wrestling prowess. His matches against Adam Cole and subsequent involvement in War Games showcased his surprising athleticism and charisma. McAfee's performances were impressive, earning him respect from wrestling fans and insiders alike. His dedication and natural ability made his transition from the gridiron to the wrestling ring seamless, proving that he's more than just a guest star. He also does amazing commentary. It seems that he was made for professional wrestling. At number 3, we have the iconic Mr. T. Known for his roles in Rocky III and the A-Team, Mr. T brought his tough guy persona to WWE in the mid-80s. He teamed up with Hulk Hogan in the main event of the very first WrestleMania, taking on Rowdy Roddy Piper and Paul Orndorff. Mr. T's involvement was a major factor in the success of WrestleMania. His star power helped elevate the event and bring mainstream attention to WWE. His physicality and charisma fit right in with the wrestling world, making his appearances legendary. Sliding into the number 2 spot is social media superstar Logan Paul. Love him or hate him, there's no denying that Logan Paul has made a significant impact in the wrestling world. His appearances in WWE have shown that he's not just a celebrity guest, but a genuine athlete with a knack for entertaining. Logan's matches, including his standout performance at WrestleMania, have been surprisingly good. His athleticism and willingness to take risks have earned him respect from fans and wrestlers alike. Logan Paul has managed to blend his internet fame with wrestling in a way that few others have. And finally, their number 1 celebrity appearance in professional wrestling goes to the legendary Andy Kaufman. Kaufman, a groundbreaking comedian, took his act to the wrestling ring in the early 80s. He declared himself the intergender wrestling champion and feuded with Jerry the King Lawler in Memphis. Kaufman's dedication to his role as a wrestling heel was incredible. His feud with Lawler blurred the lines between reality and entertainment, creating one of the most compelling storylines in wrestling history. Even skeptical fans wondered if the angle was real, and Kaufman did a good job maintaining kayfabe. Kaufman's involvement brought mainstream attention to wrestling and showed just how powerful the medium could be. His influence is still felt in wrestling today, making him the undisputed number 1 on our list. And there you have it. The top 5 worst and top 5 best celebrity appearances in professional wrestling history. Did we miss any of your favorites or least favorites? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more wrestling content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.